welcome back to a few of our whānau. And so again, just the Kai Innovators is all about the opportunity to create those relational connections back to our food system. Kai Innovators is an ecosystem, it's a network, it's a bunch of people that are passionate about seeing a change in the local food system. They've come from a background of innovating, pioneering and tinkering away at the food system. They're leaders in their own field, and the opportunity with the Kai Innovators is to bring that network together, to look at connecting the gaps in the ecosystem, thinking about a supply chain, thinking about where our food is coming from, who's producing it, how we're preparing it, how we're telling those stories of that food and where it comes from, how we're celebrating it in our traditions, and ultimately how we're feeding our families. So I've really tried to create the conditions for a thriving and innovative space. Obviously here at Ngāhere Communities is focused on innovation. So we've been able to find a few key ingredients just to get going. And we've got 7 to 8 teams that have kind of come on board as this first cohort to get going.
This is a wānanga, so the space of the wānanga allows me to actually be in who I am, to be truly who I am, in the space of learning and experiencing others who are on a similar path.
And I think with the incubation process, you get to explore safely. You also get 3 hours in the day or in the week where you've dedicated it purely to my idea.
We've all got different ideas that are similar in some ways, and how we cross-fertilise everyone else's information and grow my idea more and grow their idea more. And so we started to see synergies in the work that we're doing. So creating a new network of people.
There's mana in knowing where our kai come from, mana in knowing that we created this from start to finish. There's mana in being excited about being able to share that kai with others, and more importantly, taking others on that journey with us too.
I want to quickly thank the Food Hub for being a partner with us today, to host us here, our mana festival, our Kai Innovators mana festival. I think the change in the people has been dramatic. We've seen 8 innovators come into a new environment for the first time, not knowing each other, new to innovation, or dabbled in the idea with community, wanting to serve their people. And what we have today is amazing to see their idea, which was once in their mind, actually manifest into a physical product or service.
My innovation idea was about supporting all of the lovely home gardens that we're wanting to establish around Aotearoa, and every garden needs its pollinator. When you plant certain plants, you're connecting up a kaiway, a food journey for all of our beautiful pollinators.
My Kai innovation idea was to completely utilise the fruit and veggies that aren't being utilised across all the community gardens. And then it kind of expanded into not only that, but there's a lot of food that gets declined for export. And once it's declined for export, it gets dumped. And then there's also food that gets declined to stores. So it's cheaper to just dump it. So utilising all of that food that we would normally not utilise, preserving, pickling, bottling, and turning it into a different type of product.
When we moved, as our house was expanding, it meant that we didn't have a backyard anymore, and we had to come up with a way where we could vertically grow, because the houses were now going vertical as well. And that's where the aeroponic tower came in. So the aeroponic tower allows us to grow without any soil, so it's all run by water, fertilised water.
I think to see the genesis of it from way back, and to be able to see reality captured and to share that information, you know, it's like a dream, to be honest.
We've learnt a lot, and this program has helped me to focus and see where we can strengthen and how we can support where the weaknesses are.
And seeing so many people with so many different ideas, and seeing how with everybody's idea it just all fits, it all works. So excited, yeah.
Kai is that one fundamental mechanism that can really achieve intergenerational change, and so we really need to move from insecurity to food sovereignty. And food sovereignty is just the beginning to have that conversation around how do we create generations that are going to live well and thrive well together.